Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, your number one source for breaking developments in South Africa and beyond. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update that could impact your job, your future, or your country's economy. Let's dive into a major story that's sending shockwaves through the business and political landscape of South Africa. As of August 8, a massive 30% tariff imposed by the United States on South African exports is set to come into full effect. That's right, 30%. And it's not just some abstract economic figure. This single move could spell disaster for thousands of workers, particularly those in the agriculture and automotive sectors, where South Africa has long enjoyed a relatively stable trade relationship with the US. According to multiple sources inside government and industry, the tariff threatens to derail up to 30,000 jobs almost immediately. Farmers, factory workers, and logistics staff across the country are bracing for what many are calling a trade shock of historic proportions. What's even more alarming is that this isn't just about job losses, it's about a potential domino effect that could rattle supply chains, kill investor confidence, and trigger price hikes on everyday goods. In a scramble to soften the blow, the South African government has announced the creation of an export support desk aimed at helping businesses weather the storm. This desk will act as a rapid response hub for exporters seeking to navigate the new US trade barriers. Alongside this, a dedicated trade crisis committee is being assembled to work around the clock with diplomats, economists, and industry leaders to find immediate solutions. But here's the real kicker: this tariff hike didn't come out of nowhere. It follows months of diplomatic tension between Washington and Pretoria, with disagreements ranging from foreign policy stances to internal economic regulations. Analysts say this move by the US may also be a response to South Africa's continued alignment with BRICS partners like China and Russia, as well as the country's increasingly vocal positions on global conflicts. Whether fair or not, the economic consequences are now becoming brutally real. Industry insiders are urging the government to accelerate trade diversification, especially with emerging economies in Asia and the Middle East. But let's be honest, building new trade relationships is not something that can be done overnight. And while all this unfolds, workers are left in limbo, wondering if their next paycheck will even come. It's a race against time, with livelihoods hanging in the balance. On the streets, there's growing fear that this tariff could spark protests, and possibly unrest, if the situation isn't brought under control. Union leaders are already mobilizing, and pressure is mounting on policymakers to not only respond to the crisis but to take accountability for the decisions, or lack thereof, that led to this moment. So what does this mean for you? If you're a South African worker, exporter, small business owner, or just someone concerned about your economic future, this is a developing story you cannot afford to ignore. The next few weeks will be critical in determining whether South Africa can avert long-term damage or if this tariff marks the beginning of a new and painful chapter in the country's trade history. We'll be following every twist and turn of this situation, so don't forget to like this video if you found it informative, share it with others who need to know what's going on, and of course, subscribe to the channel for real, honest, and timely news updates. Until next time, stay aware, stay sharp, and stay connected.